What's going on YouTube? So, it's a steamy 90s degrees in September 2023 here in Rhode Island, and we received a new product in from our friends at Hansshow. And like, these things are just popping out like hotcakes, man. Another rear screen, pretty similar to the one we have here, except you can see this one has a little slip, 2 USB-Cs. This one has an actual microphone adapter. It does have a reset hole and a couple of USB-Cs. One is data, the other one is just charging. But what sets this one apart is it does control both the driver, or I should say the passenger, and driver's seat. You can put it up and down like this one we have in now. Can push the seat up, back, so on and so forth. You can do that with this one. My setup here is going to be totally different from everyone else's if they do this from OEM, bare stock, bare bones, because you will have the air ducts. You will not have this refrigerator. That is another great product back here. You will just have the piece right here, which you will need to go ahead and take out a couple of panels. One panel way down here. The other panel is kind of along this line. You'll have to take that out using 2 screws. Really easy to pop that off and go ahead and fish the wires down and then over accordingly. But that's all you'll have to do for that. Again, you'd have to just pop this off easily, and no need to change the air duct like on some of them, so on and so forth. You also do not have to change the data module. This already has it in it. Good to go there. So let's go ahead and pop these all off and get the thing rolling. Here we go. All right, so we removed the screen, leaves just the air duct hole, and we did remove the bottom. There'd be, as stated and shown in the video, bottom panel right down here, pop it off, and another one that comes up through here, held down by 2 screws. You can see those 2 screw holes. Just go ahead and get rid of that also, and you will be good to go. So that being said, we have to go ahead and take off this old connector that's connecting these 2s together. Yours will just be connected in if you've never run something back here. I've run tons of things, so we have to add what's called a jumper, which looks just like this, and just like this other one. So let's go ahead and add that and see where we get with it. All right, so very easily, we popped off the old jumper. Really easy to do. As you can see down here, those connect blue to blue. That's how the factory comes. I don't have it that way because I need the jumper on it for the old right there. Now we're going to add the new one, which is right here, and get that all situated and start to run these wires right here, which are labeled accordingly from Hansshow, which is really nice. Some of these come in Chinese only. This one tells you right here. If we can get in there nicely. Driver's seat button interface. So this will go to the driver's seat, and then likewise over here we have it states, we can get this out of the way, passenger seat interface. So labeled accordingly. Really hard to screw that up, so just pay attention to where you're putting those and you'll be good. But first and foremost, we need to go ahead and install this, and then we're going to put the rear device in, the rear screen, the new one, using another jumper that comes with it right over here, and get it all situated. So let's go ahead, let's do this. All right, so we have it plugged in. There is another plug that you will have to unplug from your OEM side. This was already in here, and what this does is just close off that connection because it will not need it. This would go to the other charging mechanism, the USB-Cs on the OEM side. You're not going to need it, so it just goes ahead and cuts it off and grounds it out so nothing can get in there and worry about. That's the old one that I had right here. It does come with a new one for the same thing, but why replace it? That one's working fine, so I'm just going to go ahead and not install this one since I already have one installed there. But you will need to put this in if you get this product. Pro tip. So let's get this all tidied up, run the wire, and go from there. Okay, so we have the wires run accordingly, and for the sake of the video, I took out the fridge to show everyone how this works out. Ran the wires under here, as we stated, for the driver's seat. Those are going under the seat. They will go to the side. I'll show you the passenger side easily. Over there where the mechanism is to go up and down, it just ties into that with a jumper accordingly. Really easy to do. And same with the driver's side, or the passenger side right there. This is the old wire to the old screen. I'm going to remove that. Just throw it to the side for now. So here is that jumper for the mechanism that controls the charging ports on the OEM. You don't need this anymore. The new screen only runs off a single adapter right here, which ties in to that port. So comes with a little adapter that you just put on its own, grounds it out nicely. So you just tuck that away underneath stuff, forget about it, you're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and put the panels back on, which likewise goes like that with 2 screws. It'll hide all that stuff, and then we slap on this bottom one and we're good to go. So let's get going. All right, so we brought the wires up to here, got this all connected with those 2 screws down there. Time to put this flap on and get everything hooked up. Let's do it. All right, so we have it all hooked up. We have the AC going on full blast, which is amazing. It does point up and point down, which creates it to kind of like flow across. It's hard to explain, but you do feel it best with your hand right up here. Yeah, that's pretty much where you'll feel it best. If you were to put your face over that area, you'll get it. It doesn't really get you direct into the face like this area where I'm at, but it does cool it down accordingly. There is no moving it or whatnot. On and off pretty much. It does have this 3.5 millimeter port right here, which is awesome. You can use that to plug in your earphones and go ahead and listen to things. It does have speakers right under here as well. They are not loud at all, at least with this AC running at full blast, which I have because it's extremely hot out right now. I can't really feel it much. Or I should say can't really hear it much. In any case, going through the motions, here is the seat warmers. You can turn them all on, off, so on and so forth. If you have them all on, you can hit close all and it'll turn them all off. You can also hit, I thought that might hit it and turn them all on, but it doesn't. It's just to close them all off and turn them off. So next we have the seat functions. I'm not sure exactly what this button does yet. You can see right there. Probably heard a lot of the air, but it's like a little, I don't know if it pulsates or whatnot, because this seat doesn't have the bladder, so, and I didn't hook this one up yet. I'll probably figure it out as soon as I hook that one up and go from there. But this does move the seat up and down, just like the old model does, which I like personally. Music functions, this can control the music up front and over here, where you'll hear it through these speakers as well, I believe. Here's where it gets a little interesting. It doesn't have the Android interface. Let me get to here and turn this down. Maybe I can turn it down. Let's just go back. This doesn't have the Android interface with all the apps and whatnot you can download. What you do is you use this for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you will just connect your phone and it'll just be like Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and you use your phone to it. You can also use Link, which will mirror your phone to this unit. So there's no going in here setting up Bluetooth to your phone or whatnot every time or whatnot. You just go in and hook it to CarPlay. It's CarPlay every time, you're good. So that kind of works out. Next, this is the media functions. If you have something to plug in to the data port here, you can go ahead and listen, play video or whatnot. Then lastly, the settings, which is really really intuitive. They have, theme, which is light, dark, or auto. I put on auto. Left rudder, right rudder, left rudder for us. And Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. The volume, I'll go ahead and turn the volume up. Maybe that's why I didn't hear it too well. Brightness, languages, network settings, so on and so forth. Maybe you can connect direct to Wi-Fi through here. I'll turn it on, see what happens. Serial numbers and all that good stuff. And that's about it. There's really not much else to it. You can go ahead and turn the unit off. Yep, that's to turn the unit off again. So that's pretty much all there is to it. It's really a simple unit to use, but I do think the interface is better just using CarPlay and marrying your phone and whatnot. For internet sake wise, seems to really work well. So big ups to Hansshow for sending this out to us. Thank them very much. And of course, you can head over to their website, use code JTheDev, save some money at checkout, fill the cart up, save money, use that code JTheDev. Thank you all. Go ahead, hit me up on social media here with some comments. Share, like, do what you got to do to help the algorithm. Share our content. Until then, till the next time. See ya.